and we still get to see each other a lot. So in some weird way, it didn't go anywhere for us.
No, it's still around. I mean, essentially, like
well,
it's still around.
It's a big part of my life.
Yeah.
And there's so much positivity besides the whole cancellation thing associated with it that I don't mind talking about it. I actually quite enjoy talking about it because it's reliving really good memories.
Do you think there's ever a chance that we might see some more Firefly on a movie or a TV show?
Hey,
something.
Never say never. This business is wacky, and there are so many shows getting reboots. I mean, Gilmore Girls got a reboot. I'm like,
Roseanne. Who ever thought we'd see Roseanne again?
Yeah. So you never know. You never know.
And I think with TV's definitely changed a whole lot since then.
Oh
I mean,
God.
because we have Netflix, Hulu, all those sorts of things.
And on, yeah.
And on and on and on. And I definitely feel like that a lot of these TV shows, such as Firefly, that were gone way, 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 way too soon, I think those are nice mediums for these TV shows to come back eventually. Do you think, could you ever see a Firefly or a spin-off being on a Netflix or a Hulu?
Maybe. I mean, certainly things have changed. Back in those days, I think it was, all about the 5 juggernaut networks.
Mm-hmm.
Fox, ABC, NBC, and they dominated television. But things have changed so much now, and there are so many ways for all of these little quirky creative shows to be seen. That would be great. I mean, the word spin-off scares me a little bit. I think the only way that it would have its magic again would be if all of us were there, which is not possible now. But if most of us could do it and be there, then obviously I think it would be wonderful. I love them very much and would love to work with them again. But I know some of us are a little worried that it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, I think that's
and
what
you'd be like messing with a good
shows.
thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah.
Would you be weary about it if they called you tomorrow and said, "Hey, we're going to do this"? Would you?
No,
be like...
I would be overjoyed.
Okay.
I think we all would. I think we'd be so happy, not just for us, but for the fans too.
Right.
More for the fans, really. We get to hang out all the time if we want to, and for you guys, to give you something new would, I know, mean something and would mean a lot to us too.
But at least it still lives on in things like comic books and stuff like that. So that they're still getting
and
they're still getting a fix.
Conventions too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really nice to see is the moving of the fandom from generation to generation. People are having little brown coat babies and passing it on to them. So there's all these new fans, and people still say to me, "I just watched. I just started it." I'm like, I won't tell you what happens.
No spoilers, right?
But yeah, it's a very amazing thing to be a part of, and has changed my life entirely for the good. So for the better.
I want to make sure that you guys have questions that you want to ask as well. So we have 2 Q&A mics right over here.
Anything goes. Stargate questions too.
You heard it right here. I'm saving the very detailed stuff for the fans out here. All right, so go ahead.
Stump me.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Eric.
Hi.
How you doing? I want to ask you about your experience in creating Serenity, the movie. Like, how was that?
The movie?
Yes.
How
was it different from the TV show?
It was different for a few reasons. The biggest reason was that none of us were afraid of losing our jobs. That feeling of dread when we were doing the show, waiting to hear that anxiety in your stomach. It's tough. It's a little damper on things. When we did the movie, there was none of that. We knew when the beginning was, the middle was, and the end was. We knew exactly how much time we had. And we also had the most beautiful set. They'd recreated the set, but just with a little more detail, a little more money. And the first time we saw that was an unforgettable day. And Nathan had seen it first, of course. Had snuck in and looked, and he said, "Oh my God, you guys are gonna die. It looks exactly the same. It's really quite eerie when you walk on that set, and it's all just as if no time had passed." But we shot on the Universal Studios lot, and when you are working on the Universal lot, you also get to ride the rides. So I'd go in my Kaylee outfit and ride the rides. I didn't care. Had a great time. I'd make Marina go through the Van Helsing haunted house with me. Because she's afraid of everything. And it's the best. Watching her scream and lose her mind. So we did that. It was so much fun. It was the most redeeming experience and just nothing but positivity. It was great. And 4 months of it. It was awesome.
So, how did you end up getting your role on Stargate?
I was on Stargate. I played 2 different people on Stargate. The first time I was on Stargate, I guest starred as a wraith. I did not know what a wraith was. I learned a very important lesson. Do your research before you say yes to a job. And they took a head cast of my face. They took a cast of my teeth. They measured my eyes for contact lenses, and I was like, this is, uh-oh. My call time the first day at work was 3:30 a.m. to get into makeup. And it was hard. It was really hard. I have nothing but respect for actors who do prosthetic work every day for months on end, because it's incredibly difficult and very tiring. So I did that, and they said, "We'd love to have you back on the show." And I said, "Great. Not as that character, though." And they were like, "We'll find something else for you." And then I don't think that much time passed, less than a year, and they called out of the blue. You know, it's so funny. I'm a big believer in manifesting what you want. And I was at home in Vancouver, and I said, all I want is just a job at home where I can sleep in my own bed for a while and work from home. That's all I want. And they called out of the blue and said, "Would you like to be the new doctor on the show?" And offered me a 3-year contract. Just like that. Great phone call. Yeah, so that's how it all went down. And it was one of the best jobs I've ever had.
Hi, Joel. So